How
for me
about
too.
Garth Brooks? The second best-selling musician of all time. Garth fucking Brooks.
That's before my time.
We gotta be pumped. Yo, we got the whole Midwest of the United States are buying this motherfucker's album, bro. Tony's saying the masses have spoken.
But, ladies and gentlemen, does music sales dictate good music? Listen to an album, your friend, thinks he knows everything about music, will tell you, hey, that album or that rap artist is trash. And someone will tell you, the numbers don't lie. What would you guys decide? The numbers or the quality?
I could show you a band that has low numbers that would surprise you, that you'd ask, why are they so low? And the bands are incredible. Rappers that should be way higher than they are. I can show you some rappers. So I think album sales don't always speak for the barometer of the level of the artist. I think, there's got to be something special about Bad Bunny if he is a Spanish speaking singer that is getting American sales. Like, he's crossing the barrier of language for sales. And I think that's impressive.
And he ain't using no English in his music. He's making the music he was making, and that's just it.
You know what I mean? So I think there's a reason for these things, why these people are so popular. But you listen to a person like Drake, and it's just okay. It's nothing phenomenal. It's just for the moment. It's like bubble gum. You chew it up and you spit it out, and then that's what you do with it. You don't really retain anything. Drake's not making classic albums.
Doey is right. Listening to Drake is like stepping in bubble gum. It gets stuck on your fucking shoe and you got to scrape it off and forget about it.
There's different ways to use bubble gum.
I like Drake more than these two, but I wouldn't put him in my top 5. Like a friend of the pod, Zeus, he put Drake in his top 5, and I was a little surprised by that. It's not. It's just something I didn't expect.
I was surprised.
Maybe we're getting to. Maybe he's just the guy now. He's like one of the guys.
I put Future in top 5 though.
Yeah,
Future.
That's about what I would expect from a guy that eats a chicken wrap before lunch every day.
Wow.
He
Eats a chicken Caesar wrap.
Shots fired.
Chicken Caesar.
Chicken Caesar wrap. You better get that wrap straight.
Yeah, the rap specific.
But nah, I feel like obviously there's some correlation between album sales and like quality of music. Like, it's gonna be hard to imagine that a lot of people like something and it's terrible. Like, that's gonna be pretty rare, I think. It happens, of course. A lot of people like something terrible, but I think it's gonna be pretty rare. But I don't necessarily think that there's a causal link that if something is good, then it will get sales.
Yeah.
So that's why I think the argument of like, if it got sales, don't it? I don't think is the right approach, because like there's other music like all that shit Lil Jon and them were putting out was like selling like crazy. I wasn't listening to any of that music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good, like dancing music or party music or something like that, but it ain't the music I'm trying to listen to. A lot of those, there's like pop, things that are pop they're popular. So, making music that's the current wave or the current sound is gonna sell, even if you're just trying to cash in. You know what I mean? Or if you have the right name attached to it. You know what I mean? Like, the Migos could come out with anything and people are going to listen to it. The Weeknd could come out. The Weeknd could make an album that is just shit sound. Ass sounds. And them Weeknd fans going to come out and be like, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Masterpiece.
So, like.
But I'm going to be honest. I got faith in The Weeknd. He'll make that shit sound fire.
You are
after eating Taco Bell, my shit be fire, bro.
You are probably going to see better production, like good production value, at least on like these things that sell a lot. Like, they're probably not going to have shitty sounds or anything. Whether you like the lyricism or the musicality of the artist in general, that's gonna be, that's gonna be a whole different thing. Sales equals mass appeal. Like that's what sales equal, right? It does not equate to quality. It does not equate to like the skill level of like the artist involved.
I don't know. I would say that that's wrong. If the mass say that it's fucking good, and then the few are saying no, I just think your taste in music is not what that is. It does. I don't think it takes away from it. I just don't think that you're saying that, oh, it's not good to me. That it shouldn't even like that's trash. Like no, I don't. You just don't like it. It doesn't mean it's
Tony,
not
you're-
better than what you like.
Tony, you're forgetting that back in the late 90s,
Oh,
we all decided, us Americans decided, that Mambo Number 5 was a good song because that song was fucking everywhere. That single probably sold millions of copies. That album probably sold millions of copies. Are you gonna say that means that it was a good song, that Lou Bega's a good artist?
that song, Mass Appeal, was great. Not
But
arguing
you're
that.
saying that selling a lot means it's a good quality song.
Tony be
People
bumping
bought
the
it.
Macarena. That shit was everywhere. He's like, yo, this shit is selling. This shit gotta be good. I don't care what any of it. You don't like the Macarena? That's on you. The masses have spoken. I'm out here. Tony's out here hitting the Macarena and shit.
I'm
With his Menudo
When you-
poster
when
as
you-
well.
So Celine
tell you-
Dion is one of the top selling artists of all time. Should we just start listening to Celine Dion every time we're hanging out together in New York and
I can
Florida?
tell you right now, when y'all drunk at a quince or a party or whatever, and they play the Macarena, everybody's gonna dance it. I don't care
I
who.
know
it
that's what
is.
we just said. But
So
so
for
you
y'all
think the
to-
Macarena is good?
Yeah, if you're dancing to it, if you're
No,
singing
do you
to it,
think it's good?
it's all right.
Has
I
the
don't hate
Macarena
it.
ever gone
Do
on
you
a
think
single
it's good,
playlist you've
Tony?
made?
Do you think it's good?
I think for this time when it came out, yeah, it was good. Now, if you try to play
Do
it for
you
this,
think the Macarena is good?
I
Tony?
answered you. How many times you want me to
You
answer
keep adding all these qualifiers. Yeah, if you're dancing to it, yeah, the people like the
for its time, yeah, when it
it's-
came out, yeah.
Do you think it's good?
Yeah,
if
Are
you're
you
about-
bumping the Macarena?
I'll
If you're
bump
about
it.
24 beers in,
You'll bump it. Okay, that's what I
I'll
want
bump
to
it. I'll bump it more than
I
some of
love
these
it.
other shits, yeah.
Tony be picking the worst hills to die on. I love this shit. The fucking Macarena.
I'll bump it. I'll pull it out one night. Fuck it. Bump it. And I'll record it and see all you guys dancing to it and be like, see?
You won't get a minute
masses.
in.
Word.
You won't get 30 seconds in without making a negative comment.
can we
I
find a list?
guarantee it.
Can we find a list of like the top like radio hits of like the last like 20 years? Just put together like a playlist of that, or the past like 30 years or something, and just see how many skips are on that playlist. We just randomize it
Damn.
and see how many skips are on it.
That'd be fun. Tony, do you love the Beatles?
I
I
never
never
really.
we had a conversation like this. You shit talk the Beatles.
No. I said I've never really listened to the Beatles. The only time I've ever really truly got a lot of the Beatles was playing Rock Band with you guys. Other than that, I don't really. It was before my time, I guess. Like I don't really, and I didn't have no one to put me on that as I grew up. So,
I would say the
Yeah.
same thing.
How
for me,
about
too.
Garth Brooks? The second best-selling musician of all time, Garth fucking Brooks.
I don't. That's before my time.
We gotta be pumped. Yo, we got the whole Midwest of the United States are buying this motherfucker's album, bro. Tony's saying the masses have spoken. All right, we bumping Garth Brooks out here.
This what the audience doesn't know is that all of Tony's playlists are about 80% Garth Brooks.
Some people will say that Thriller. They don't like Thriller, and that's an all-time selling. 70 million copies.
Anthony Fantano?
Anthony.
He says he doesn't like Thriller.
He said it. He said Thriller's not a 10 out of 10 album.
Huh.
I mean, maybe it's not a 10 out of 10.
Word. Let's
Whatever.
move the goalposts
Yeah, he's
now.
let's
Word.
not let this guy decide what fucking Thriller is. How about that?
But
I mean,
in my
he just
eyes,
has an
it's
opinion. I'm
sold.
saying if he doesn't think it's a 10 out of 10, that's fine. I think it's arguably the greatest album ever made, personally. But, you know, it's one thing. I mean, something could be a classic without being a 10 out of 10.
Even The Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd is up there. It's number 3.
Yeah, it's a fucking classic. What do you mean, even? Have you ever listened to Pink Floyd?
Even.
Only 2 songs, not the whole
Not 2
album.
songs?
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, no. At that time, no one's put me onto these like music or artists. Like, so it's just like I only can comment on what I've listened to. And when I say like Future or Drake, like Drake should be in this genre or era of people's top 5, he should be up there. It's because anytime he drops an album, it hits. B, the man has bangers. He has bangers. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Every album he dropped, he has 2 to 3 bangers that everyone likes. It is what it is. And the people who disagree are haters.
You don't think that popularity has something to do with people wanting to listen to your music, regardless of whether it's good or not?
No, yeah, popularity does have a contributing factor to it, but I don't think that for Mateo to be like, oh, I think it's not even good or trash. I think Mateo hates Drake a little bit. I'm just saying. It's a little bit of hate in Mateo's
Oh yeah, I've said it 100% that I hate Drake. I think we can do a rollback on all the episodes where I've said it, but not really because I'm editing this one. I don't feel like doing that.
So it's just like, like
how do you feel that only Eminem cracks the top 20 best selling artists of all time?
As far as
in terms of hip hop artists, sorry.
I like Eminem. I just don't like him. I don't like this Eminem.
He's the best selling hip hop artist of all time. Would you say he's the greatest rapper?
Yeah, people call him. I think he is.
No, would you?
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, I would.
So
I would
Eminem's the greatest rapper. He's number 1 on your top 5 that are alive.
No, he's not in my number ones.
Sorry, would you say Eminem's the greatest rapper?
But like on my list,
said yes to that
I thought you
question
said
a
on
second
my
ago?
list. Like what do you? Let's clarify here.
Eminem is the best selling hip hop artist of all time.
Is that a fact?
Would you say it is a fact? Would you say he's the greatest rapper of all time?
Yeah. Going off of my standards, why not saying like if Massive?
So then
says,
is he number 1 in your top 5 that are alive?
No. What's hard to comprehend that? Like I could say that he
number 1 top 5 that are alive. That means he's your greatest rapper of all time. No,
not mine.
Like if somebody's the greatest rapper, how are they not your number 1? That shit makes no sense to me.
You hate Nas, but you love Nas. I don't understand. The people see
what
this.
What the fuck?
The people
I hate
see
Nas,
that.
but I love Nas.
You hate Nas.
I'm asking you.
Look at
What
the
is-
comments.
why are we
Everybody
talking
feels
about
the
people?
energy. I'm just saying.
Why are we talking about the people?
Because
I'm
you're trying to
asking
tell me
you.
how I'm saying Eminem is the GOAT, and then but he's not in my top 5. Because my top 5 is different.
Your top 5. That shit makes zero sense.
No.
You recognize someone as the best at their craft, your favorite genre of music. They're the best, but they're not in my top 5. That shit makes zero sense to me.
I respect him for him being the
Do
GOAT.
you see the contradiction in this, though?
No, there's no
Yes.
contradiction at all. I respect him for being the GOAT.
I'm wondering if I'm bugging.
This is you're
Yes.
bugging.
People comment down below. Is Tony bugging?
I'm
right
not.
now?
I'm
I
saying
think he's
exactly
bugging.
what. No, I'm saying he could be the GOAT. I would say yes. He is the Mount Rushmore.
Imagine
maybe
you're
of-
like fried chicken.
oh,
It's
wow.
the greatest way to prepare meat of all time. What's your top 5 favorite meat meals?
No, it's very
fried
different.
chicken. Don't crack the list. That shit makes no sense to me. I can't reconcile those two things, but
I feel bad for you, my G.
no. Now I know the Beatles are your favorite band.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
just
facts.
witness.
They're the greatest band of all time.
I don't think that. And I already told you I don't.
Well, they're the number 1 sales of all
Before
music.
my time,
they're the
though.
greatest.
Before my time, I can't control that. Before my time,
Control what?
I can't control me liking them because I don't never listen to them. I don't like that's before
Yeah,
my
but
time.
you recognize them as the greatest band of all time, right?
If
they're-
the numbers are
they're the
there, then
number
yeah.
one.
If the numbers are there, yeah, they're probably the GOATs of
It's
all
an
time.
interesting criteria.
If the numbers is there, I'm dying on the hill, Pooch. You're not gonna make me sway either way. I know that's what you're doing.
I'm not trying to make you sway. I'm testing to see exactly where you are on this hill. Like maybe you got 1 foot off the hill, but you seem to be squarely on it. I just want to. I'm just trying to figure out where you lie. So
I'm just saying I like Eminem when he was coming out. To me, he was definitely the man. This new shit Eminem coming out, I can't fuck with. He's leaving a sour taste. He's leaving me with a sour taste, bro. This shit's just not. He just needed to stop. But either way, yeah.
I really want to know what the people think. All right, okay, this is gonna be interesting because I do think there are people that feel not as strongly as you, but they do feel there's a very strong correlation between album sales and the quality of music. I strongly disagree because I think there are artists out there like Joe Budden's mood musics, a lot of the shit that like, you know, even Nas has never sold as well as Jay-Z has sold. And he's arguably made much better music than Jay-Z. Right? Like, that's interesting to me. Like, because I could have an argument about who makes better music or not, but then by sales, Jigga's outclassing him by a long shot. And I don't think that his music's that much better than Nas's music. You know what I'm saying? I think they're on par.
I actually agree with that.
And now I think the conversation you're having now is a little bit different than what we were saying that day when we came up with this topic. Because I was saying how, like, you didn't like, I think it was Drake, right? You was like, Drake's okay. He's like, his quality music doesn't compare to this person. But then I was telling you, because we're talking about how someone who does make good music, you're saying, because I guess if you're dislike or whatever, you was saying that, but no, these people are way better artists, but they don't sell as much.
I could show you
But that
10
doesn't take
better
away-
rappers than Drake.
That doesn't take away what Drake's doing or how good Drake is as a rapper / R&B, like singer or whatever. Like, it doesn't take away.
Yeah, I
from
don't
his
think
quality.
it takes away.
And he sells.
I'm saying that if I like someone else better than Drake, and
Doesn't-
you're telling me they're not because they don't sell as much, that was what the conversation was.
Only when it came to sales,
And, like,
yeah. But
way
I'm not
less
saying
words.
like lyrically wise, like they're gonna always be someone better than Drake lyrically. Yeah, I would agree with
I
that.
think Nas makes better music than Drake, period. And he will never sell anywhere near as good as much as Drake. Nowhere near. I think Drake makes better music than Eminem. And he's not gonna sell as much as Eminem's gonna sell. Eminem is not a better artist than every fucking hip hop artist that has ever lived. Not by a long shot.
It's crazy too because all these artists give this man all his flowers. It's fucking
I mean,
wild.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
He
mean,
deserves
let's-
props. He deserves his props.
Let's take this in a different direction, right? Because I find it interesting that like the amount of money that something makes like indicates it's just such a weird argument to me. Like, because if you take this to like movies, the greatest movie of all time then is Avatar.
Shit was expensive.
It's better than Godfather. It's better than any other movie you can think of right now. The greatest movie of all time, Avatar. Second greatest movie, Avengers Endgame. Third greatest, Titanic. They have not made any movies better than those three movies.
Damn, James Cameron cracks the list.
And I
the
would
list
agree.
twice. Tony has shit takes.
You
in
would
movies,
agree?
Yeah,
What?
he has shit takes in movies. He has horrible.
I would
taste.
agree. I like Avatar over the Goodfellas.
It's the greatest movie of all time.
Over the Goodfellas. First off, it's just called Goodfellas, but you're bugging. Okay,
I would
You're crazy.
I would watch Avatar over Goodfellas. I would. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! All right, let's keep going. We're gonna extract so many hot takes out of this guy.
I'm telling you, I would.
Oh my god!
Next.
I
What's the
wouldn't
next
watch
song?
Titanic
So you'd
over
watch
it.
Titanic?
I
over
wouldn't. No,
Goodfellas?
I wouldn't. I definitely
Number
wouldn't.
seven.
What about
Number three.
what about
Number
Rush
7,
Hour?
Jurassic World.
I'm gonna have to
better
jump off that
than
one.
better than Jurassic Park.
I'm gonna have to jump off that. I would rather watch Titanic than Jurassic World.
Well, you're in luck because Titanic is number 3. So
Yeah, consistent.
I'm consistent with my shit, bro. I'm just saying, this is like what I like, mind you, right? And that's what I would say. Now, if you hit me with the the Godfather and shit, I would tell you the Godfather.
is Godfather not what I said? I thought I said Godfather when I
You
was
said-
saying
you
that
said-
Avatar is greater than Godfather.
No, you said Goodfellas.
You did.
No, you said Goodfellas.
No, you said Godfather. You said Goodfellas. But it's fine.
We're gonna have to hit it with wine.
I would also agree
We're
that
Henry
Goodfellas is a
Wine.
good.
We're
Is a
not-
good
Godfather's better than Goodfellas. Not even close.
Yeah.
But Goodfellas is fire. Way better than Avatar. Way better than Titanic.
for sure.
For the
Number 2,
listeners,
Avengers Endgame. Fuck that movie.
yeah, that movie was pretty good.
Goodfellas way better. Okay?
I think Avengers Endgame was an enjoyable movie. I would not
It
call
was.
it like the second greatest movie of all time.
And this is based off sales, correct, Mateo?
This is the top grossing movies of all time.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't mind that list. I think that's because that list is just for selling. So yeah, I wouldn't. I
but
agree.
but isn't
The
isn't
fourth
the whole
greatest TV show of all time, 13 Reasons Why. You down
number
with that?
number
Tony?
one is Seinfeld, right?
Nah, so number one's Game of Thrones. Number two is Stranger Things. Number three is The
Whoa.
Walking Dead. That's a hot take. That's
Whoa. Number two is Stranger Things.
That's what this list on IMDb says, man.
Damn.
I looked at the most watched TV shows of all time.
I'm surprised
13
Seinfeld's
Reasons
not top 3.
Why, number 4. Orange is the New Black, number 6. Riverdale, number 7. Grey's fucking Anatomy, which I watched way too much of, okay, people? I watched up until there was like the big accident where like a bunch of people died and shit, but not like maybe one of the men that she was in love with died. My roommate was a med student, and I watched a lot of Grey's Academy in college, okay? And I watched a little bit without her, okay? I watched a lot without her, right? She got me hooked. I was watching them. I wasn't proud of myself. The dark days, okay?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Pooch. This is the only time I might jump off my hill. If The Office is not top 10, I might be upset. See,
It's not
that's probably the only thing I might jump off the hill for. The Office is amazing.
Only thing.
Yeah. Other than that,
So-
that list is fine to me.
According to this, The Office doesn't even crack top 100.
does
Crazy.
this entire section is Tony basic? Is that what we've discovered in this
He's a
section?
basic bitch.
Yes,
We've-
he is
this
a
fact.
I like
basic
I
fucking
like
bitch.
quality and
And mass appeal. You'd
and
like to be
mass
part
appeal,
of the
right? Like
Yeah.
I think
How
that
how those Yeezy shoes looking?
they feel great and they look great.
They look great.
Look
Do
good,
you
feel
seem
good,
to
taste
like?
good, buddy.
Do you seem to walk more proper and in military stature?
Are you gonna pick up his new Gobles when they come out?
Are you gonna
I feel
shave
good
the
rocking.
sides of your mustache off?
I feel good rocking with them. As much as you want to shit on them now, I feel good rocking with them.
He's waiting on that Yeezy armband to come
All
out.
right.
Yeah.
The most watched television broadcasts in
Mm.
U.S. history. Tony's going to agree with this. On a list, a top 32 list, the Super Bowl cracks the list 30 times. So yeah, Tony fucks the Super Bowl. At number 9, MASH. Remember, I think it's a TV show about the Korean War.
Yeah, the
MASH.
military shit. Yeah, black and white.
I don't think you ever see any combat. They're just like in the barracks hanging out and shit. It's the barracks drama show.
There's some real dark episodes in that show. I used to watch a lot of MASH.
Number 32, the 2016 United States presidential debates. Okay.
That's odd.
With Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. All right?
Wait, are you reading like a list, or are you just reading Tony's like TiVo? Because I think this is just all.
This is what Tony wants. No, this is the top 32 most watched
All right.
TV broadcasts.
You go over to Tony's house. He's like, "I'm gonna put on some TV." He puts on his Super Bowl from 20 years ago.
This is the
They
most
can
watched
relive the
Super
old
Bowl.
shit. Nah, yeah, I'm telling you,
The
buddy.
greatest book of all time. Tony reads this book every day. The Bible.
Nah, you can't.
Nothing is sold more than the Bible.
You can't do that. See, this is where, ladies and gentlemen, this is where Pucho takes it too far. He's reaching now. Now he's reaching. He's reaching to books and all this shit. Next is gonna be cars and fucking God knows what else. Like there's no ending to this. I'm just saying, when it came to music, mass, volume, sells and dictates if it's good quality.
Star
The
Wars
lesser
Force-
peons, like
Star Wars: The Force Awakens is the number 4 greatest movie of all time, Tony. So
I
you're
ain't
gonna
gonna lie.
agree that is the best Star Wars movie out of all the entire bunch? That's the best Star Wars movie.
I might say it's definitely in my top 3.
He's the worst, bro. I'm sorry.
Episode
He's the
Episode one
worst.
for
Can't
me is
argue with
one of my
someone like
favorites.
him.
The Bible has sold over 6 billion copies.
That shit's a
Okay?
cheat code in itself. Fuck out of here.
Cheat code, yo, it's people reading it. It's sold everywhere. The whole world
Yeah.
is on this shit. You can't deny the numbers, Tony.
You can't. It's a
Don't
cheat
sleep
code.
on the Bible, bro.
It's life. Can't cheat.
Next on the list, Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities at 200 million. Okay, it's down It's 30 times less than the Bible, all right? 30 times.
I'm not gonna
Nothing
lie.
comes close.
I've held that book in my hand at the.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of. I think that's how Taylor to
I
City
ain't gonna
starts.
lie. I definitely held that book in my hand at the
I've
library.
held that book in my hand.
We need a one-up reading of Oliver Twist, though. That's what we really need.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Give
I
me some
read.
sweats there. Oliver Twister.
Not gonna lie. I've read the book James and the Giant Peach. I would say that's a classic. The movie was fantastic.
I've never read the book.
Really? It was
Only
like
watched the movie.
Oh wow.
Same.
Movie
Classic.
is fire.
That movie grossed me out. That
The-
shit
the-
was ugly.
Yes.
Those
Man,
aunts.
ugly.
Whoa.
They were riding that peach trying to get around, and they were eating that shit.
The
And
little
Yep.
rata.
dirty.
Oh.
Yeah.
they were
I don't
just
like-
grabbing chunks of that shit.
I don't like the idea of living inside a peach. It seems sticky.
Smelly too. You're forgetting about that part. But yeah, no, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, when it came to music, yes, if like 90% of people's like, bro, Pucho don't like Lil Wayne. This man's bugging. Lil Wayne's a GOAT. He's definitely in my top tier. He's definitely one of my top fives.
He ain't no top selling artist. He ain't in your top tier. What you talking about?
I
You're
just said
listening
he's
to
in my
Garth
top
Brooks
five.
and Celine Dion. We
Yeah,
already said
Celine
it.
Dion, Garth
Actually,
Brooks.
I should be
Remember.
listening to Adele. Adele's like number one all time. Her
No
album.
way.
I
It's
just
not
typed
even
it in.
top 30.
You're bugging. All-time best-selling albums for. Hold on.
You're talking albums. We're talking about all-time best-selling
Oh.
artists.
Oh, my bad. Artists. Okay, I'm tripping then.
Big tripping. But
trip, big
if
trip.
Adele's album is the best, that's the greatest album ever made.
They're
It's the
saying.
mean,
best-selling.
They're even
I
saying
mean,
little.
technically, let's be honest.
Yeah.
This is Tony's fascination of lists.
No, it's
So
not.
any
This is
list
on
you
the-
put in front of him that they're gonna say this is the number one, he's gonna be like, "This is number one."
Right now, I should be listening to Midnight by Taylor
You should
Swift.
actually be. I actually agree with that. You should be listening to Midnights.
I should be listening to Midnight Taylor Swift. Proof by BTS, whoever the fuck that is. Pusha
Yeah,
T,
BTS.
Almost Dry. I didn't even know Pusha T dropped something, but yeah, Almost Dry.
BTS is like this Korean boy band. There's like 8 of these dudes. They all look the same with like different looking hairs.
They're all
the
going to
music
the
is
army.
trash.
I bet.
All right.
I bet.
BTS gang, come for me. That music is trash.
No, actually, you better
All
calm
right.
down. Them boys.
And
them
then I
boys gotta
tried
follow.
the Blackpink stuff too, which is the other also trash. Although they had better songs than BTS. Right? They had a couple ones in that I was like, I can vibe to this, all right? But it come on. It ain't worthy of that many listens, all right, people?
And this is where
This is crazy.
Pucho's door just gets kicked in behind him. A whole crew of people runs it.
Young androgynous men start to run behind them, and
Bro, even in 2021, Taylor Swift also had a crazy ass album that dropped. After following Adele's 30. Like, bro, I should be listening to these artists.
You should actually be listening to Midnights.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that again. It's a good album. I'm gonna go listen to it right now. I'm not. I'm probably gonna go to sleep. It's late, dude.
But no, yeah. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, my hot takes are kind of done for the year. I'm not doing any more hot takes. But if you stuck with us this long in the show and you love my rants and my views on music, hit the subscribe button. Share, like, and follow. Even if you hate it, comment. Let me know if I'm bugged out or not. But like always, people, I try to one-up you. And like always, one-up your next-door neighbors. One-up your father. One-up your mother. One-up your sisters, your cousins. Hit the subscribe button.
Tony's a liar. We're recording 3 more episodes before the year's out. There's gonna be some more hot takes before this year is
I'm saying
done.
from me. Done with
No,
it.
I'm saying for you. There's gonna be more hot takes before 2022 is over.
I might go rampant. Pucha won't be here to hold me back, and you two can't control it. Might go crazy. Never know. But either way, peace, ladies and gentlemen.